Hi, hello, I'm Fire Lotus the Witch, and today we're reviewing Weed Witch, the essential guide to cannabis for magic and wellness. So, disclaimer and true transparency, that's a tongue tie. I got this through the TikTok shop as a free sample, and believe it or not, would you think that I would be able to advertise this on the TikTok shop? No, because of this word right here. Anyways, so the comprehensive guide and spellbook explores the beautiful relationship between weed and witchcraft. That's one of the main things that I love about this book, because there is this stereotype in witchcraft in the witchy communities that like being under the influence of weed, alcohol, and other things like that is just a taboo. And what I have to say to that is, A, to each their own, everybody is different, and two, it depends on what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? Obviously, I would not get drunk and do a full-blown ritual, but with this right here, with weed, basically, I would. I garden every day. The only time I don't garden is when I do readings. Other than that, though, I like to garden. It helps with my anxiety. It helps with my ADHD. And this right here merges that together perfectly. Like, I'm a practitioner of 21 years, going on 22 years, and we'll say 15-ish, 17, maybe 20-ish years of actively smoking, and gardening is the key term that we use. So this right here is a book that I have been dying for. I have no idea why this keeps getting dark. It is Mercury retrograde, so that may have something to do in it. There we go. Okay, so let's get into what it is. Cannabis explores the beautiful relationship between weed and witchcraft, offering everything you need to use marijuana in all its forms to awaken your inner magic, enhance your practice, care for your body, soul, and reach your highest self. In these pages, you'll learn to use cannabis to magnify and astrologically, tarot, crystals, moon magic, and much more. You'll also find an exclusive condominium of stone spells for love, sex, money, and work, protection, and healing, and of course, some fun. Now, I do want to admit that if you do get this book, this is going to be one of those books you make sure you keep away from your teens and children, because there is a spicy section in here, which I also absolutely love. And this is what it goes over for one. I'm a sucker for the color green. Like, I love green, and the artwork that comes in this is just amazing. So, I love it. You have your introduction. Basic witchcraft. Before that, though, you have everything that comes in it and everything that it goes over. So, it has introduction, basic witch, eerily and frequently asked questions, wicked high astrology, tokes and tarot, high holidays, moon phases. Although I do understand the high holidays was specifically just witchcraft related or pagan themed, but I wish 420 would have been in there. I may have to relook. It may have been, but anyways. High holidays, moon phases, magical herbs, witchcraft, and activism. Cannabis queen. Assassins of youth to zigzags, A to Z cannabis terms every wicked witch needs to know. Forbidden fruit, basically frequently asked questions. Sativa, indica, and hybrids. I love a sativa. I'm a sativa, okay? I love the sativa. Indica every now and then, okay? But I like the stuff that I can just zoop and toke away and still go about my day perfectly fine. We have all of the endocannabinoid systems. So when they say you're learning about the plant as well, you are, which I absolutely love. Methods of intake. There are spells in here. That's like one of the things you need. Edible. Yes! We have stone spells for love and sex, stone sex magic, erotic mindfulness with cannabis, making your own soothing pot sex topical, glamour magic for first dates, high hand fastening ceremonies, magical truth serum, Scorpio sub-stories, summon a sex goddess, shake off your kink shame, make out with Mary Jane, intimacy spell, negative consists and cannabis, get a good head, coming out of the closet, cannabis cleansing. And then we have stone spells for money, a tarot spread to find your right career path for you, money-making marijuana mask, get famous using psychic powers, pesto changeo infused fest for confidence, bless your bong water to get rich. I love this. Can of honey jar for career growth. throw a 420 Taurus Sense Abundance Party. We have Witch Better Have My Money, Career Cure All Ginger Cake, Pot Potion for Quick Cash, Magic Money Dancing, Virgo Lessons for Future Cannabis Entrepreneurs. We have the Stone Spells for Protection and Healing, Safe Sex Fire Cider, Summon Solstice Equality, Create Your Cannabis Coven, Smoke Screens, Charm and Ashtray, House Blessing, Soak Away the Sad with the CBD Salt Bath, Stay Off Social Media and Security Banishing Spell. I think we all sometimes need to do that. Cleanse Away Decay, Cannabis Cord Cutting, Lucid Dream with the Ancestors, Heal from Trauma with your familiar furry friend, Banish Jealousy and Roses, Burn Away Burnout Beautifully, and then it has the conclusion, sources, further reading, and the index, which we all love. They dedicate it to their coven sisters, the acknowledgement, and it's also extremely easy to keep up with and read, and again, we love the artwork. I'm fully obsessed with this book. We had to run some errands yesterday, so as I was sitting in the passenger side, I flipped through it and read some, and I'm obsessed, 100%. There's... seriously. Also, they are the author of Finding Your Higher Self, Sex Witch and Glamour Witch. Sophie St. Thomas is the author. Seriously, I don't know, Sophie, if you ever see this. Absolutely incredible. I would love a part 2 with this. But, yeah, if you know somebody who is a avid gardener, someone who loves 420, and they're also getting into their witchy self, this would be an amazing book. And again, I wanted to express more about how it's not talked about enough that witches do toke, and we also toke while magic. Now, obviously, I'm not going to take an edible of like 100 milligrams and go perform a ritual or a circle, but for meditation, for clearing the mind, so many other different things that you can use it for, not to mention... One of the main reasons I love this book is because I think I have one other book that's called High Magic, which luckily there are a lot more books about cannabis, CBD, that are being published, integrating into witchcraft, which is amazing, but there's still not a lot of information on how you can use your cannabis in your practice. For an example, say we're grinding, right, I'm about to pack my bowl at night. I primarily here recently kind of smoke at night. I have an alternative way of getting my CBD in, thanks to Plain Jane. Plain Jane, by the way, if you do not know, is an amazing company. This is technically not sponsored, this video. This right here technically is. They sent it to me to try it out. And it is Energize Packs. It's basically cannabis, but like in a dip pouch, except for there's no tobacco or anything like that. And there's also 25 milligrams of caffeine in here as well. So not only are you getting your toke, but you're also getting a little buzz from the thing. But yeah, this is my new way of doing it. I do take CBD as well. But for an example, there are sometimes when we get, when I'm grinding some stuff, if anything falls out, I sprinkle it over my altar as a gift from the ancestors. Not to mention, I have ancestors that actively smoked as well. So me toking up, I can dedicate that bowl to them and or smoke with the ancestors as well. Let me know if y'all want some more videos on how you can use safely cannabis in your practice. There's also, in certain cultures, it can be known as the flower of life or the breath of life. So breathing smoke onto a spell or a sigil, excuse me, is an amazing way to activate it as well. So whenever you can, add this to your book list, okay? It is absolutely incredible, and I love it. So, yeah. Also, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to this. Check out my other videos. Check out my link tree. You can find me on all other platforms. And, yeah, what is one of your favorite ways of toking and getting witchy? Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you have any recipes or anything like that, all right? Also, let me know if you want, like, a kind of a witchcraft weed thing, because there are some things you can do that if you do get too up there, it can safely bring you down. So, yeah, let me know.